My goodness. Who Mourns Electra? I like the cover. I mean, it's kind of creepy, murdery.
Yeah,
Creepy That's the
you
style.
know, Crispian Thoroughborn, the cover artist, you know, he gave like a dozen different samples, and that one kind of jumped out at me.
Yeah, this really is good.
So that's the one I went with.
Robin says, I like it too. She said,
Yeah,
creepy
good,
works.
good.
Yeah,
Creepy, yeah.
especially when you're doing a murder mystery.
Yeah.
That bloody knife is the creepy part. It's like, what happened? How was that used?
Would you like to read a passage?
Yeah, I would. I have one here. I'm going to pick the first chapter. I was thinking of doing something else, and thanks, Joe. I was thinking of doing another section, and then every section I picked had something that was a giveaway. So I said, "Oh, crumb! I'm just going to go with the first chapter." All right, the setting is in February. So the 7th of February it starts. And we're early in the morning, 6:58 a.m. And Harry Thurgood, the owner of the coffee shop, is getting ready to open. Harry erased the chalkboard. Good morning, Mr. Thurgood. Sorry I'm late. Not a problem, Estrelita. All as quiet as you can see. No one's waiting to get in. One of these days, Mr. Thurgood. Hopefully. I was at church. I lit a candle and said a prayer for Lila. That's fine. That was important. Thank you. I still can't believe it. Another shocker, that's for sure. Do you need some time off? No, I'm all right. Now, I'd best make sure these tables are okay. Harry smiled at that. She was a good worker, never complained. He turned his attention to the chalkboard and the daily specials, but his mind drifted back to a week ago. That was when Judge Rutherford B. Jones found the bodies of 16-year-old Lila Santiago and her 18-year-old boyfriend, Dwayne Sanford, star linesman for the Magnolia Bluff High School football team, brutally murdered in the parking lot of his Piccadilly bait and tackle shop. While the judge was saddened at the deaths of the two teenagers, he was more saddened by the negative publicity and that half of his small parking lot had been cordoned off with yellow crime scene tape. At least that was what Harry had heard from Tommy Yeager, chief of the Magnolia Bluff Police Department. The rumor mill speculated that the kids had to have been murdered by a strange monster that had risen out of the depths of Burnett Reservoir, and what the police were calling a knife attack was just a cover-up for the monster's 8-inch long fangs. After all, what kid standing 6'4" and weighing 210 pounds could get taken out in a knife attack? Graham Houston, owner and editor of the Magnolia Bluff Chronicle, had played up the monster angle, mostly, Harry suspected, because it sold newspapers. He shrugged his shoulders and began writing on the chalkboard. Mac and cheese, broccoli cheddar soup in a homemade bread bowl, chicken noodle soup, strawberry shortcake, homemade chocolate strawberry frozen custard, coffee of the day, Nicaragua Nuevo Segovia medium roast. The chalkboard complete, Harry unlocked the front door and set the bifold board outside on the sidewalk next to the door. The really good wood-fired coffee shop was now open for business. He noticed Fergus, the mostly reformed town drunk, coming across the green and held the door open for him. "Morning, Fergus." "Morning, Mr. Thurgood. Make sure Miguel locks up the knives. Make sure he does, because they're dancing through the streets. Dance of the butcher knives, and it ain't by Bach." Now, what's going on? Harry asked himself. Is he still talking about last week's murder? He decided he didn't want to deal with the old vet this morning and let the guy's comment drop. "Have a seat over there, Fergus. Are fried eggs, bacon, toast, and hash browns okay?" "Yes, sir, Mr. Thurgood. Coffee, too, if you don't mind. It's always really good." He chuckled at the joke. "You got it, my man." Harry gave the order to Miguel, who was cracking eggs into paper cups for the morning breakfast. Estrelita waved Harry off as she poured coffee into a mug and took it to the old vet. The chime over the door rang. Harry turned and saw the love of his life and fiancée, the Reverend Ember Cole, coming into the shop. With a big smile on her face, she said, "Good morning, Mr. Thurgood." "And a hearty good morning to you, Reverend Cole." She was wearing a heavy black wool cardigan that reached down to her ankles, and covering much of her Dutch bob was a black Saturno. "A bit nippy out there this morning," Harry said. "Yes, it is. A brisk walk helps to generate some heat, though." She removed her sweater and hat and put them on the counter stools. "Man, Rev, you're looking mighty attractive. You like it?" Ember twirled around to show off her new dress. It was a black A-line with long sleeves and an ankle-length hemline. The dress had a clerical collar with tabs, black stockings, black Mary Janes, and a gold pectoral cross completed the outfit. Fergus called out, "Mighty nice, Reverend. Maybe a red scarf to add some color." Ember laughed. "I'll keep that in mind." "What's with the new look?" Harry asked. "I just wanted to be more feminine." "Well, you succeeded. And quite admirably, I might add. I want to be pretty for you." "You're more than that. You're beautiful." "Thank you. That means the world to me." A siren shattered the morning stillness, and flashing lights added to the ugliness. "Oh, goodness," Ember said. "I hope it's not another murder." From the corner came Fergus's voice. "The knives! They're dancing again."
Oh, dear. Very good. We enjoyed it. Very nice. I
That's
can't wait to
excellent.
read it.
Thank